Hey guys, Matt Wicker with Chatley Marine. Today we're going to take a look at the best-selling 20-foot aluminum bay boat in the country, the 2025 Xpress H20 Bay. For anyone who's not familiar with Xpress boats, they are built in Hot Springs, Arkansas. They're a family-owned business who's been building boats since 1966 when they pioneered the original all-welded hull. They also perfected the pad aluminum hull, pioneered the longitudinal rib and unibody construction, and pioneered closed-cell expandable foam injection. One of the most common questions I get asked when I start to show someone an aluminum boat is, why would I buy an aluminum boat? Why not a fiberglass boat? And the first consideration there is cost. The aluminum boats typically cost a little less than the fiberglass boat in the same size and width. And with the continuous design and refinement over the past few years in aluminum boats, it's been shown that you don't have to spend $100,000 to get out on the water and catch fish. Xpress actually has multiple Bassmaster Elite wins over the past few years, and including being the very first aluminum boat to win the Bassmaster Classic. Another reason you may want to choose aluminum is the weight. Aluminum boats weigh less than fiberglass boats. So if I've got a customer who's got a smaller vehicle, or SUV, they'll be able to pull this no problem. And it's less stress on the vehicle, and you're going to burn less fuel getting it to and from the lake. Aluminum's also stronger than fiberglass. So if you're going to be beating around in rocks and fishing in some pretty rough areas, these things are very, very tough. Again, they're stronger than fiberglass. They're lighter than steel. They're corrosion and puncture resistant. So if you want to fish in the brackish salt water, it's fine for that. And it doesn't deteriorate from exposure to sun. So it makes it an ideal material for fishing and hunting boats. They're going to be put to use and worked hard. And they're easier to take care of and cheaper to repair than fiberglass boats as well. Before climbing in the boat, let's go over some of the specs. The boat is 20 foot 3 inches long, has a bottom width of 67 inches, a beam of 95 inches, has 24-inch sides, has a transom height of 22 inches, has a fuel tank of 40 gallons. The approximate weight is 1,436 pounds, and it's rated for 8 persons. The aluminum, of course, is 125 gauge 50-52 aluminum. Max horsepower is 150, although the 115 does a phenomenal job, and I'll give you some shots of the performance bulletins here shortly. The overall package length without a breakaway tongue is 25 foot, and it does include the backtrack trailer, the model AW20. Let's talk about the construction, and if you aren't concerned with construction, skip right through this and go to the walkthrough. I mentioned that these were the original all-welded boats, and they've been building boats this way for almost 60 years. But what does that mean, all-welded, and what are the other options? So the other option would be riveted, and many boats are still riveted. And think about that for a second. You've got 2 aluminum hulls that you're going to drill holes in and then rivet them together. Holes will leak, rivets pop. A riveted boat, there's 2 types, that already leaks and the one that's going to leak. It's going to deteriorate over time. Xpress boats were the very first boat to build an all-welded boat, and they've been building boats this way for close to 60 years. And unlike many competitors, Xpress boats uses all aluminum construction. The decks, floors, subfloors, transom, rails, wet boxes are all aluminum. And they use 125 gauge aluminum, and that's 50-52 aluminum that's precision cut using an AutoCAD system, so that every individual part is perfectly cut. And that's what allows them to have such a great fit and finish, and allows them to offer a lifetime hull warranty. The all-aluminum boat also has a much longer lifespan than other competitors with wooden or foam board decks. Xpress also pioneered and employs longitudinal rib and unibody construction, and this increases overall durability. And then they go a step further and use closed-cell expandable foam to inject into every single crevice. And I'm going to try to put a little picture up so it makes more sense seeing what it's built like. But this is unique to Xpress, and what makes them ride so well and have such a solid feel and sound. Moving on to the hull, I also mentioned earlier that Xpress pioneered the Hyper-Lift hull, and this was done in 1989. This hull provides lightning fast hole shot, unbelievable turning, and a smooth, steady dry ride. Building a pad designed hull is difficult to accomplish, and it takes a lot of engineering, especially in an aluminum boat, and with the welding that has to take place. That's kind of why it's rare to find a performance pad style hull in any aluminum boat. And just in case you aren't familiar with what a padded hull is, I'll try to get a picture of that back here at the back. But you can see that flat spot at the transom. Climbing in the boat, first thing you'll notice is the very roomy bow area. Again, this boat's almost 8 foot wide. It's got a 95-inch beam, so there's plenty of room on that bow to fish 2 adults or 1 adult and several kids without bumping into each other. Also room to work the trolling motor. The boat is standard with a trolling motor. However, we upgrade our trolling motor to the Minn Kota iPilot Tarova. That is the trolling motor that has the ability to hold you in one spot. If you're fishing, you can set a waypoint and put the remote down, or if you got 2 kids, you can stand at the back of the boat out of the way and keep the boat close to the bank, wherever it needs to be. But that is an option. And you'll also see the C-deck liner here. This is an upgrade. We do sell it on pretty much all of our H20 bays, but if you don't want it, they have a standard feature that's the Gulf Sand paint with the extreme coat liner, kind of like a non-skid finish. So either way is fine, but the C-deck is a really nice option. Looking at the storage in the bow, got plenty of storage for the things you'll need on the water. Starting at the starboard side, you got a storage locker that is lockable, very deep, and runs to the bow. In the center storage area, you've got a quick access lift out tray here where you can put things that you want quick and easy access to, and then this does lift out and it opens up to a massive storage area underneath. I don't know if you can see, but it runs. It's a huge area there. And on the starboard side, again, lockable storage for rods, things like that. Moving back to the console, you've got a spacious seat up front that's very comfortable for passengers. You'll see you've got fish measuring stations with cup holders on either side of the console. And then this console bottom seat does lift up, and you've got an aerated live well under that storage area. And then the backrest will fold down and gives you some additional storage here with some pull-out Plano boxes. So they make use of every single storage area. Looking at the console, Xpress does a great job laying that out. Plenty of room to mount up to a 12-inch GPS. Just for reference, that's a 9-inch helix. And you can see you got plenty of room, even additional room if you want to go larger. You do have a multifunction gauge. It's going to give you a tachometer, trim gauge, fuel gauge, switch panel here. Below, this has the base stainless package on it, so you'll have a stainless steel door, cup holders, and all that stuff, grab rails. But you've got room under the console to mount your trolling motor batteries and onboard charger. Onboard charger port is on the port side. And you can see you've got 4 stainless steel rod holders there, 2 cup holders for the bow. You've got 2 additional cup holders on top of the console with a little phone holder, and then you have a cup holder for the stern right there. Moving on to the stern of the boat, one thing that really helps this H20 and makes it such a popular boat is just how versatile it is. So, this boat's rated for 8 people, and these jump seats are a very nice option for a 20-foot aluminum bay boat. Because if you want to use the boat at the lake, boat riding, cruising down to dinner on the waterway, you want somewhere comfortable for everybody to sit, and you can easily sit 1 there, 2 there, and another person on that jump seat. So it does give you kind of that family feel. And under the jump seat is not wasted space. There's storage under each jump seat, and then with this folded down, you can see how large that casting deck is. Plenty of room to fish 2 adults, or 1 adult and a couple kids. And it does have a second live well in the stern of the boat. So you got a big live well here that's aerated. It does have the option to add a divider if you're going to cull fish. One other thing that sets Xpress apart is that they do manufacture their own trailers, built right in-house, are the backtrack trailers that come along with every single Xpress. They're all welded aluminum trailers, So great for taking to salt water. You don't have to worry about the corrosion problems, rust problems you'd have out of a painted trailer or a galvanized trailer. They are standard with sealed hubs, side guides, LED lights, and we do upgrade ours with the aluminum wheels. We just think that kind of sets it off. Moving on to the engine. The boat is standard with a 115 horsepower engine, which does a phenomenal job, rated up to 150 horsepower. If you do go to the 150, they do recommend getting a 6-inch jack plate and hydraulic steering. So that's something to consider as a fairly sizable price increase to go to the 150. I'll put a performance bulletins for both motors right after this. That way you can make the decision for yourself. We sell them both ways, and I've never heard somebody say they got too much motor, but the 115 does a great job also, so you'll have to make that decision. But there is a decent price increase when you go to the 150. Before closing out the video, I want to talk about what options you see here, because these are definitely not all standard features. We do have the C-deck floor covering. We upgrade ours to the Extreme Redfish package with the 9-inch helix, the larger trolling motor pre-wire, and then again upgrade to the iPilot trolling motor with the slide bracket and the plug. We do get a swim ladder. That's an optional feature. The Bay stainless package, and the aluminum wheel upgrade. So the standard boat won't have those features. One last look at the 2025 H20 Bay by Xpress Boats. If you're in the market for a new boat for your family, please, before you make any buying decision, give me a call. Matt Wicker, Chatley Marine, 919-775-7259. I'd love to help answer any questions you may have, help pick out the perfect boat for you, and try to save you some money in the process. As part of our delivery experience, we also offer on-water demonstration. So if this is going to be your first boat, we'll help you hook it up to your truck, show you how to back it in the water, how to unload it, how to break in your engine, how to work all your electronics, and answer any questions you have before you leave. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you later.